I gonna walk in on Charlie sitting on a pot? Guess that means there's my mini bar, you know. Shows what you know.
What the f? Everything is so fast.
I'll pick a wood out of it.
There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, the lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move?
Yes, mainly because of... Do any of you have...
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone's...
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't...
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but...
No, there's nothing funny about that. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to...
No way!
I can relate.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day...
Wow. You are so... Really? You do that? You wouldn't think...
You really...
Oh, no!
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway... Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
More speed. Shudder! Huh. Yeah. Crush! Huh.
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Mimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who?
Yep.
You. Huh. Have you...
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are natural...
Yes, thank...
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was...
Okay.
Hey, no... helping me when necessary...
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be... You should be ashamed.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan...
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to... Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Uh,
Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh, thank you.
Eula has been. But now that you.
let me clarify.
Eula will never. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense.
Sorry. I admit.
I'm back.
Oh,
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed.
I'll take him and find some place for him.
All right. I'll leave my. You'd better rest up and regain your strength.
yep.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
The colored pieces of the bullet have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me, or do I smell something sweet here?
More speed.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
Ah, a hydroidolin! It must have been trapped in the curtain, but at least it seems to be okay.
thought it looked big from the outside. This place is massive!
It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before? Yes, don't worry. We're almost to the top of the tent. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to the very top of the tent. After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar.
No, I haven't.
I have. I've gone there a few times with Master Tainari. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors. And if you're lucky, you can see Nilu perform her dance.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back, then we could stop there.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, Eula.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah! Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've already been there more times than Paimon can—
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the events. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy as long as he gave me some candy. To me, fairs and festivals were the best things ever. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I know, scholars seldom could spend time doing anything but research. I doubt you could have time to assist your father in preparing festivities.
Yeah, seems you read me like a book. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the latter. But I was never happy about it.
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of Eula's situation.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairgrounds?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would be. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my family worked hard. But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to push me towards academics. But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened, and then I accidentally ended up here. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down, I feel like I've lost the strength to go on.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so down. You have the courage to change. You've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things. Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to try to comfort me.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than words. Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with Eula.
Oh? What are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's get that crystal light fixed.
All right. Good. That should do it.
Hey, Edea! We're back!
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. But don't worry, Lessig is recovering well. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I've found another good thing about myself.
I don't know if I should be worried for him or happy for her.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait. The shadow just now, it's...
Seems he still might need a little more time to recover. Tell me, did everything go well for you all?
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times more reliable than you ever were.
Only 40 times more reliable? That means I'm still pretty good then.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right. I remember meeting Eula, and then... Oh, my head.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry, that's just a side effect of your treatment, Lessig.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disoriented.
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and abandon my wild efforts to restore the Lawrence clan.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan to its former glory. But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had to live in the wild. But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. And not a single person even cared about the Lawrence clan. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt despised us. Such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma in an attempt to maintain our pride. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want is one where not everyone fears me. All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place where we can live peacefully with others.
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan. That is all in the past. We are just ordinary people.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here. I never thought you would come here. I was completely shocked, which is why I reacted like I did. I'm sorry.
See, people can always make different choices, and it seems that Lessig has also chosen to become someone he truly wants to be.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I haven't quite found my own purpose in life yet.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and who your parents wanted you to be is already a step in the right direction. How to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult research topics of all.
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did you ever tell your family about what you think?
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the two of us can sit down with the rest of the clan and discuss it with them. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are now long gone. And it is time for the stage to be updated.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and anywhere she wishes?
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time? Why didn't you give it to me earlier?
Well, you didn't ask. All right.
Okay, we'll let the Traveler hold on to it for now.
Wait, this looks like... It looks pretty familiar. Have we seen one of these before? Ah, right! I also bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of the materials originally used to create the tent. But now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about it, there are way more things you can eat as an adult.
Ah, so when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of like life. It's just another choice.
So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. Only 1 more to go. I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time. You should all head back and have a rest. I'll lead the way.
Adventures. Yep, you could say that. How about you? Well, I suppose it's time I told you that as the truth is that recently, an orb matching the relic's description suddenly began emitting light, almost as if it was guiding people to it. This is what led me to find the relic's whereabouts. I wasn't lying when I said that. Coral has often told me that sitting at home reading light novels is not the best of practices, and that I should try to get out more. As I made my way from Watatsumi Island to Sumeru, I enjoyed a variety of breathtaking sights.
It really is a beautiful nation. I even stayed in the rainforest for several days. I was surprised to find that the relic had ended up in the desert. I knew it was somewhere here, but I still couldn't pinpoint the exact location. Though I feel that Idea was not intentionally trying to hide anything from us, this domain does have plenty of secrets. I'm sure you've sensed that too.
Now that you mention it, a lot did happen today.
I see. When you found Lessig, did you also happen to find any clues related to this domain? I'm afraid that he was caught up in his thoughts and didn't pay attention to his surroundings. Actually, before the world was flipped up...
Hey everyone! Oh, I hope we're not interrupting your conversation.
It's alright. You two did a lot today. Care to join me for a cup of tea?
Sure! That would be perfect! Eula and I just made some snacks.
Turns out Idea has a cooking stove and oven.
Oh! So did you make...
No, I made some...
And I made some... sorry. I should call you General.
Oh, I would be happy to try some.
By the way, Eula, how's your cousin doing now?
Oh, him. You would never guess, but he's busy over by the oven now. The world.
Constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising...
I can't.
No, really, it's alright. We want to do everything we can for the domain.
Yes, and to be completely fair, I'm the one who caused this terrible mess in the first place.
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss some?
Hello, you two. Lessig was just telling us what happened.
Perhaps you should allow me to explain. I'm afraid it was I who caused all this trouble in the domain.
Yes, it was Lessig.
To be precise, I saw I was curious if it could rotate, so I reached out and touched it. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain. What I mean to say is, I knew something was wrong as soon as the whole place started flipping.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my responsibilities as the caretaker here. Oh, I knew I should have put the core somewhere more secure.
Oh, you mean the big ball of water at the entrance?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig has offered to perform some more repairs and maintenance to help support the domain. But we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone, so Eula and I will also stay here to lend him a hand.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Kale. My job is purely to monitor and ensure that Lessig doesn't cause any more trouble here.
Oh, sure.
I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Right. You better not slack off today, Lessig.
No, I'll get right to work.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge of making lunch for everyone today.
Yes, I'll do my best. No need to worry.
What was that?
No, I mean, thanks everyone for giving me a chance to redeem myself. I can already feel new strength kindled inside me. Ha ha ha. No, maybe that's just the heat of the oven.
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain are still in disrepair, so we have a lot to investigate.
Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the...
Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be doing today. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
And there she goes. At least she seems to be happy.
Maybe this is how it feels to be in charge.
Shine down! There is no escape!
Committed to memory. Hey! Wow!
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no...
This way, turtle.
Shine down!
Stand with me!
Can't run from death.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Scatter! Spring forth!
We'll talk this.
Dissipate! Out of my way!
Hey!
You're open.
Make yourselves a move!
Germinate! I'll settle this!
Shine down!
Make yourself at home! I see everything! Yeah. Ha. Ha.
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Everyone hold hands!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Spring forth! Propagate! Share my knowledge! Yeah!
Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
Shine down!
Scatter!
Now you shall perish! Ha! Ha! Illusion shattered!
Take! Roll! Ha! Ha!
Lightning purified! Dissipate!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Following orders.
Share my knowledge!
Take on that!
This may hurt a little.
I'll settle this! Scatter!
Now you're testing my pit. Time to go. Close enough. Feeling lucky today?
Propagate!
There is no escape!
Gotcha.
Law of the jungle!
New punch.
The Temple of Wisdom! I see everything!
Lightning purified! Stand with me! Scatter! Spring forth! Propagate! Out of my way!
New punch.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a— Shine down! Ha! Inactivity serves no...
Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idea is responsible for managing the whole realm.
Wow! Sounds like Miss Idea must be way busier!
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idea?
Maybe someone else can... As usual. The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making props or writing scripts. But I'm trying to remember now.
Huh? You don't remember?
Hey, don't forget! I'm just the mascot.
I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move stage props, and having a view of the entire stage would be useful. So if I were him,
But how do you know which direction the theater...
simple. The overall layout and decorations...
Oh, good point! Why didn't...
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? Who's that? Idea?
Yes, Sosimos! 'Tis I!
This is a surprise. I wish...
Curled up in a fetal position, crying.
Wow, what a fascinating look.
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's no mind reader.
It seems everyone shares a similar opinion about you, Idea.
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me.
Mascot? Is that a new role?
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce you to some... And that's why we came to see you.
I do. I'm afraid the incident has caused many
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
No, till we fix...
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more...
You're all forgetting that the majority of
What has gotten into you all? Although I was hoping that... You're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill.
A show? I want to help. Can we?
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit... Suddenly, I got my muse back.
Huh? You mean that story you've been stuck on?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Idea.
Whoa.
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a maid. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves?
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient, the heroine, was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed naturally from there. Well, is...
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means...
Oh, wait. There's a...
It's okay, Klee.
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about...
You're too kind.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely... If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term.
What can I say?
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please, if you need me for anything...
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
But a momentary distraction. There is no escape!
Commit to memory.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two. Please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage. I designed it myself.
So, directors have to design the stage too?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more holistic approach. Directing, script writing, stage design, I do it all.
Sounds like a lot of work. Adia wouldn't be able to handle that kind of job.
Edea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience, though she often criticizes my shows. Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against what they're intended for. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess you could say she's like my agent. I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of being a director, but I've never had the chance until I came here.
So, what did you do before you came here?
Like I said, I dreamed. From a young age, every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again and again in my mind. Growing up, my biggest aspiration was to be a director. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer and doing a bit of set design on the side. Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind reader. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it shortly.
The one you only just finished writing? You lost it already?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. I must have dropped it somewhere. If it's not here, then it might be in the attic. These are the only two places I've been since I finished writing it. But, I still have some things to do to get the stage ready. Would you two mind having a look for me?
No problem. We'll find it.
master script. Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, let's look for the thickest one and then check the ending. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. This must be the master script. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Okay. One last request. Traveler, you can enter the preprints, yes? The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, I use materials to make the objects. Then I take those objects and turn them into the preprint. Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints is, strictly speaking, the reverse of what this is intended for. But Edea said that if this is what I really want to do, she's not going to stand in my way.
So that's what you meant earlier. Okay, well, what do you need us to do?
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is,
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show.
Yes, I know that I'm no master playwright, but still. Even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculousness, I'd still like to see it for myself. Just once.
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like that.
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. I'll go and inform the others. Then, as soon as you're ready, the show can begin. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, Total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty, who was passing by, helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick! Get in the light.
Coming!
She was an extraordinary mage, with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me! Oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy! But better still, a sojourner's home!
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. Then I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well. Miss Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery mage! Wow, great costume, Glee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat! Glee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait, no, I mean, Mr. Director.
Mr. Director? Huh! No one's ever called me that before. Thank you. My dear little mage, thank you so much. Oh, I'm so happy.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you are the one who designed and made it. You're amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. And it sounds like Adia did a great job too.
It was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for, Adia.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second. Please, chat amongst yourselves.
She gets embarrassed so easily. She really can't handle being in the spotlight.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay. I'll see you all later.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thoughts?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to hear what we really think?
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your words. Go ahead. Speak your mind. I can take it.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration somewhere along the way. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind of substance, suddenly the scene was over.
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Adia, what are you doing back here?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Huh. Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
Mm-hmm. But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. The story had a good ending. You think so? I thought I was letting him off lightly.
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint.
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of being a director.
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage. To be honest, it was a dream come true.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset at all by our comments.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, But you're only speaking the truth. They're all very valid points.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush. Maybe we were being a little too hard on you.
That's perfectly fine. Nothing is as important to me as my work on the stage. We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. The shadows would come to life and dance on the walls. I never got tired of it. Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid, lying on his bed, making sound effects. And I get the same joy from running a show now as I did in my little bedroom theater. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want you to all know that I am eternally grateful to each and every one of you.
Hey, don't mention it! We had a blast!
Okay, here, take this. Your component, as promised.
It's the bottle from the show! The one that lit up when I blew into it.
That's right. Can you guess the secret behind why it lights up?
Oh, maybe there's an invisible...
Bingo! You guessed it.
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on, this will only take a second.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do a little something for you. She says it'll be a dream come true.
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you as the first person to have heard of your dream of being a director. Her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a useless person.
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Wow! Cool! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Bandit!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right actor.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige. Who am I to argue with the star of the show?
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there. I hope the result isn't a disappointment.
Oh, it's perfect. Idia, I'm so touched. Thank you all. You've made me happier than I ever thought I could be.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you again, Idia.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final component, it's time to say goodbye for now. Let's head to the core of the Valuria Mirage and get this place fixed up.
Can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of you can keep your costumes. It seems only fair.
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing your yours too. It looks amazing. I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play such an unforgettable character.
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr. Director.
Take care, my dear friends.
Yes. Idia had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end, so we came back here to wait for you.
How is Lissig doing?
He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's now fast asleep in his room.
Oh, I feel a little guilty.
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly. Seriously, don't waste your concern on him.
If you say so. Okay, without further ado, let's go and fix the domain!
Isn't this where we first met Water Droplet?
Correct! The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all, and this domain is one gigantic preprint.
Whoa, so everything we... So, to fix it, same process as usual, right? Do we need to use the preprint?
Exactly! Well done! You catch on quick.
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times now.
Let's get going! This is the final step!
Yay! Suddenly Paimon's really excited!
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape? But we've never seen what it looks like.
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do.
Sometimes you have no standards whatsoever. If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Wait, this is Zosimo. Try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap. Maybe on the right.
If I remember correctly, I think there's supposed to be a small cog on the right-hand side. So maybe that's the candy box.
Wait, this is Zosimos' box. Try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap.
What's making that shadow? Is it the rope? I feel like the rope should go from one part to another to connect them together.
I guess it'll be time for...
Something that...
If I remember correctly, I think there's supposed to be a small cog on the right-hand side. So maybe that's the candy box. It's like doing a
Wait, this is Try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap.
What's making that shadow? I feel like...
So maybe that...
Wait, try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap.
turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored to its proper shape again. That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning again one day in the middle of the night when no one's looking.
Really? I thought that with your special abilities, you could get it turning again right away.
What?
Huh? All of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain looks when it's fixed, but also Edea. In her element.
I want to see Edea using her magic powers too! I bet they're super awesome!
What are you guys talking about? And how is Clean on this, but Paimon isn't?
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Edea than she gives herself credit for. She has a very special power. Though, I think some of us have sensed that already.
Did you notice right away, General? I only found out when I was chatting with Eula.
Our general was the first to notice. It seems like she's more perceptive than she lets on.
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
What the... All of you? No? I mean, I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just... For people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it? Well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here, but none of them have visions. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook, and suddenly, I had a thought. Since hydro-eidolons can change into any form, why not human form?
You hit the nail on the head. All right, in that case, please allow me to introduce myself once more. I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Edea.
Wow, Edea! You're so pretty!
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little embarrassed talking to you all.
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every opportunity.
Oh, come on. I'm too shy.
Wait, so does this mean that all the people we met in here are actually...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here, so I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
The power to grant wishes, but only within the confines of the bottle.
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had returned to their respective owners. But actually, it was after the components landed where they did that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the different zones.
So now that the components have been retrieved, does that mean that all those things are gone?
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. As long as I remember them, they'll never disappear. However much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles, in this mirage, they will always be my friends.
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out with Mr. Director. I'll never forget them either. Me neither. I'll always remember my adventures in this Fantasyland.
Very good. But it's probably time I set this wheel in motion.
This one's all yours, Adia, our magical mascot.
That's strange. Nothing happened. Has it lost some power because of the incident? Oh, crumbs. Not now. Not right off the back of everyone putting me on a pedestal and me. Someone get me a bottle. I'm hiding myself away. See you in 100 years.
You're already in a bottle.
What now? This was the only way!
Hold on. I have an idea.
Yes, General Sangonomiya?
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the domain's core?
Ah, the Shinro casket. That sounds familiar. 1 second. Here. Is this it?
Wow! A huge shell! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's been hiding!
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can listen to the wishes of those who come to pray to build up Shinki, which gives it its power. Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. Its final resting place was unknown. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, the casket disappeared inside the core of the Valyria Mirage, the pearl's light died out.
Huh? How come?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything from outside the door, can you?
Oh, I get it now. The shell must have been having too much fun one day and got locked in the solitary confinement room.
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why you were able to follow the pearl all the way here.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, this vessel quickly loses its power. Yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left a small piece of themselves behind along with their gifts. These have the same effect as the offerings at the shrine.
Wow! I never knew this thing was so powerful.
It is. Powerful enough to help you repair the Valyria Mirage with any luck.
But what do I do with it?
It's simple. We just need to awaken it by telling it what we wish for. For example, my name is Sangonomiya Kokomi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. And my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more joy into the lives of my fellow Watatsumi Islanders, as well as the lives of everyone I cherish. Itia, what do you wish for?
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valyria Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish for. Not just even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Maimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar. And I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Chasing your dreams is hard work. Despite all of that, I still hope that somehow, someday, they will achieve their dreams.
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're back to normal!
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said so many things I'm so ashamed of, and I lost the courage to live on.
Please don't say that. Yours was a noble wish.
Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. You did it for other people. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. They'll work tirelessly just to see them smile. If you ask me, that's one of the most noble things a person can aspire to.
Please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. It makes me feel so ashamed. Someone like me doesn't deserve so many people's praise. It's like I'm dreaming.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now, and all the components are back in place.
What's the matter, Klee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. I want to ride the choo-choo cart again and look down from up on top of the big wheel. Is there a way to get up on top of the wheel, Adia?
There is a way, but there's only space for a very few people.
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Miss Honorary Knight. Are we sure about this? What happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but Paimon's just worried for you.
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls off. I haven't been up there in a long time myself.
here.
Sure thing. Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start bringing their imaginations to life. But once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset. Some of them can't bear to leave. Others regret ever setting foot in this place.
Do you ever get sad, Idia?
I feel lonely at times, but not sad. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving, but some don't, like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here, as if this was...
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams and live on the outside just as their counterparts do in here, that's enough to make me happy. It feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved everything they wanted. Really? I just think that every dream, every wish, is whether someone is still working towards their dream or living it already. As long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile fondly. That's all it takes.
Well, I feel super happy right now.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle of a desert this whole time. It's just a giant muddy swamp to me.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname! Mud Fairy! Watch out for Idia the Mud Fairy!
How dare you mock me! Roar! I'll gobble you up in one mouthful! Oh, I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side, but I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again. This place is going to be bustling with activity again soon enough. I hope you'll take some time to enjoy yourselves.
Yep, I want to get everyone together for one last ride on the choo-choo cart.
Shroud! Yeah. Rah. Behold!
Stand with me!
But a momentary distraction.
Everything's ready.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water.
There's no need to
Transitory.
exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Coming to be!
I stand before it, alone and unchanging. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Wind rises.
But a momentary distraction.
Relax. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation.
Take them. I have no need. inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. Ha!
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can...
Shine down! Our bond is strong!
Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Dissipate!
It's all yours.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Time to act.
Let the show begin. Oh.
Go, Barbara, go! Go, Barbara, go!
Barbara, go! I'll protect us. Let the show begin. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Look at it sparkle!
There's no such thing as... Relax.
La da 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 da. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.